Europe builds some of the toughest, smartest trucks on the planet, but not all of them deserve their reputation. Some look impressive until real work begins. Some are overrated, overcomplicated, or painfully expensive to live with. And then there are the few that drivers swear by, the ones that dominate highways, survive millions of kilometers, and earn legendary status. So we didn't just list trucks, we ranked them. From the models drivers regret buying to the absolute best machines Europe has ever put on the road. This is the ranking of the top 10 European trucks, from worst to absolute best. Number 10. Renault Magnum AE500. The Renault Trucks Magnum AE500 is one of the most visually distinctive and controversial European trucks ever built. Introduced in 1990, the Magnum was not just another heavy-haul tractor unit, it was a complete rethink of how a long-distance truck should be laid out. Instead of evolving existing cab designs, Renault engineers started from scratch, separating the cab entirely from the engine and chassis. This allowed the Magnum to become the first European truck with a completely flat floor, something that would later become an industry standard. At the heart of the AE500 variant was a 500 horsepower diesel engine designed for long-haul transport across Europe. On paper, this made it competitive with other flagship trucks of the 1990s. In practice, however, the Magnum focused far more on space and visibility than on outright driving refinement. The high, box-shaped cab gave drivers a commanding view of the road, while the interior felt more like a small room than a traditional truck cab. For drivers spending weeks on the road, this was revolutionary at the time. However, the same design choices that made the Magnum iconic also limited its appeal. The cab's height and squared-off shape hurt aerodynamics compared to more streamlined rivals that followed later in the decade. Noise insulation, ride comfort, and interior material quality lagged behind competitors from Sweden and Germany. While later updates improved reliability and engines, the Magnum never fully shook its reputation for being uncomfortable over very long distances, especially on rough roads. Despite this, the Magnum's impact cannot be ignored. Its flat floor concept directly influenced future models across Europe, including later Volvo, DAF, and Mercedes-Benz designs. It also enjoyed a long production life, remaining in service until 2013, which proves that many fleets still found value in its practicality and interior space. Why it ranks number 10. The Renault Magnum AE500 was ahead of its time in concept, but behind in execution. It changed truck cab design forever, but later competitors refined the idea far better. Its legacy is huge, even if its overall performance places it at the bottom of this ranking. Number 9. Iveco Stralis Highway 580. The Iveco Stralis Highway 580 represents Iveco's most serious attempt to challenge Europe's long-haul elite. Launched as a refined evolution of the original Stralis platform, the highway version focused heavily on fuel efficiency, driver comfort, and lower operating costs, areas where Iveco traditionally tried to differentiate itself from German and Swedish rivals. Powered by the Cursor 13 engine, producing up to 580 horsepower, the Stralis Highway was designed for international transport under Euro 5 and Euro 6 emission standards. Iveco invested heavily in aerodynamics, electronic engine management, and weight reduction. As a result, the truck delivered impressive fuel economy figures for its class, especially on long motorway runs. These improvements were significant enough that the Stralis Highway won the International Truck of the Year award, confirming that it was not just a budget option, but a serious contender. Inside the cab, Iveco made clear progress. The Highway offered a quieter cabin, better insulation, improved seating, and a more logical dashboard layout than earlier Stralis versions. For many drivers, it felt like a major step forward for the brand. Storage solutions and sleeper comfort were competitive, though not class-leading. Where the Stralis Highway struggled was consistency. While some fleets reported excellent reliability and low fuel consumption, others experienced electronic issues and uneven dealer support depending on region. Resale value also tended to be lower than comparable Volvo or Scania models, which affected long-term ownership costs. Despite these weaknesses, the Stralis Highway played an important role in European trucking. It proved that Iveco could build a modern, efficient long-haul truck capable of winning industry awards and satisfying large international fleets. Why it ranks number 9. The Iveco Stralis Highway 580 was technically strong and fuel-efficient, but inconsistent support and lower prestige prevent it from ranking higher among Europe's best trucks. Number 8. MAN TGX 26.640. The MAN Truck and Bus TGX 2640 is a textbook example of German heavy truck engineering, robust, powerful, and built to last. Introduced as part of the TGX range in 2007, this model was designed to handle demanding long-haul and heavy-load applications across Europe. The 26.64 designation reflects its 6-bar-20 horsepower engine, making it one of the most powerful MAN trucks available during its early years. Unlike some rivals that relied on dramatic styling or luxury features, MAN focused on durability, driveline efficiency, and chassis strength. This made the TGX particularly popular with fleets that prioritized uptime and mechanical reliability over visual flair. Inside the cab, the TGX delivered solid comfort without extravagance. The layout was practical, controls were logically arranged, and visibility was excellent. While the interior did not feel as premium as a Scania R Series or Volvo FH, it was built with long service life in mind. Materials were tough, easy to clean, and resistant to wear. One of the TGX's biggest strengths was its versatility. It performed equally well in long-haul motorway work and demanding heavy transport roles. MAN's reputation for strong axles and frames made the TGX a favorite in regions with challenging terrain or high payload demands. However, this conservative approach also limited its appeal among owner-drivers and image-focused operators. Compared to rivals, the TGX felt more like a tool than a lifestyle truck. Fuel efficiency improved significantly with later Euro 6 updates, but earlier versions were not class leaders in consumption. Why it ranks number 8. The MAN TGX 2640 is exceptionally tough and reliable, but its focus on function over comfort keeps it from climbing higher in a ranking dominated by long-haul driver experience. Number 7. DF F510 Super Space Cab. The DF Trucks XF510 Super Space Cab is widely regarded as one of the most balanced, long-haul trucks ever produced in Europe. Since its introduction, the XF platform has been refined across multiple generations, with the 510 horsepower Super Space Cab version becoming a favorite among international drivers. At its core is the Packard MX-13 engine, known for smooth power delivery, strong torque, and excellent fuel efficiency. The 510 HP configuration struck an ideal balance, powerful enough for heavy loads while remaining economical over long distances. This efficiency, combined with competitive servicing costs, made the XF extremely attractive to fleet operators. Where the XF truly stood out was the Super Space Cab. It offered one of the most spacious and comfortable sleeper cabs on the market, with generous headroom, large beds, ample storage, and excellent insulation. For drivers spending weeks on the road, the XF often felt like the most livable truck in its class. The XF's reputation was reinforced by multiple International Truck of the Year awards, recognizing its engineering, efficiency, and driver comfort. While it didn't always introduce radical new technology, DAF excelled at refining existing systems until they worked exceptionally well in real-world conditions. Why it ranks number 7. The DF XF510 Super Space Cab is a long-haul benchmark, offering comfort, efficiency, and reliability, just missing the cutting-edge innovation of the very top contenders. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz Actros 1863 MP4. The Mercedes-Benz Trucks Actros 1863 MP4 represents a major turning point in modern European trucking. When the fourth-generation Actros MP4 arrived in 2011, Mercedes-Benz made it clear that the future of heavy trucks would be defined not just by horsepower, but by electronics, safety systems, and integrated vehicle intelligence. The 1863 variant, powered by the massive OM473 engine producing up to 630 horsepower, was aimed squarely at long-haul operators who demanded power without sacrificing reliability. One of the Actros MP4's defining features was its fully networked electronic architecture. Mercedes pushed advanced systems such as the Predictive Powertrain Control (PPC) groundwork electronic braking, stability control, and adaptive cruise systems long before many competitors adopted them as standard. This made the Actros one of the safest trucks on European roads during its production run. The interior reflected Mercedes' premium philosophy. The cab offered excellent noise insulation, a refined dashboard layout, and high-quality materials. Driver fatigue reduction was clearly a priority, with ergonomic seating, intelligent climate control, and well-thought-out storage. While it did not have the sheer cabin openness of a day-aft super space cab, it compensated with a feeling of automotive-grade refinement. However, this technological ambition came with trade-offs. Early MP4 models were sometimes criticized for electronic complexity, which could lead to higher repair costs if not properly maintained. Smaller fleets without strong dealer access occasionally found diagnostics challenging. Additionally, the Actros purchase price was often higher than rivals, making it less attractive to cost-focused operators. Despite this, the Actros 1863 MP4 played a crucial role in shaping what a modern European truck should be. It normalized advanced driver assistance systems and proved that electronics could significantly improve efficiency and safety when executed correctly. Why it ranks number 6. The Actros 1863 MP4 was technologically ahead of its time, but its complexity and premium cost prevent it from ranking higher against more balanced competitors. Number 5. Scania R730 V8. The Scania R730 V8 is not just a truck, it is a legend. Introduced as the most powerful production truck in Europe at the time, the R730 represented Scania's uncompromising philosophy, driver-focused design, combined with unmatched engine character. Its 16.4-liter V8 diesel engine produced 730 horsepower and enormous torque, making it ideal for heavy haulage and high-speed long-distance transport. Unlike many competitors that moved away from large displacement engines, Scania doubled down on the V8. The result was a truck that delivered effortless performance even under extreme loads. Drivers praised its smooth power delivery, distinctive engine sound, and confidence-inspiring acceleration, qualities that made long-haul driving less stressful and more engaging. Inside the cab, Scania's reputation for ergonomics truly shone. Controls were intuitive, visibility was excellent, and seating comfort was among the best in the industry. While the cab was not the largest in absolute terms, it was arguably one of the best laid out for actual driving comfort. The downside of the R730 was efficiency. As emissions regulations tightened and fuel prices rose, the V8's appetite became harder to justify for general long-haul fleets. Maintenance and purchase costs were also higher than inline-six rivals. As a result, the R730 increasingly became a specialist or owner-driver truck rather than a mass fleet choice. Even so, its influence cannot be overstated. The R730 cemented Scania's reputation as the emotional, aspirational brand in European trucking. A truck people wanted, not just needed. Why it ranks number 5. The Scania R730 V8 is mechanically iconic and driver-loved, but modern efficiency demands keep it just outside the top tier. Number 4. MAN TGX 18.64 Evolution line. The Men Truck and Bus TGX 18464 Evolution line represents men's most refined long-haul offering before the fully redesigned new generation TGX arrived. This model took the rugged DNA of earlier TGX trucks and combined it with modern comfort, improved aerodynamics, and Euro 6 efficiency. Powered by a 640 horsepower inline-six engine, the TGX 18.640 delivered impressive pulling power while remaining more fuel efficient than older V8 competitors. MEM focused heavily on drivetrain optimization, offering smooth automated transmissions and intelligent engine management designed to reduce fuel consumption over long distances. The Evolution line package elevated interior comfort significantly. Improved seats, better insulation, ambient lighting, and refined storage solutions made this one of the most comfortable MAN cabs ever produced. While still more conservative than Volvo or DAF interiors, it finally closed the gap in long-haul livability. MAN's traditional strengths, strong chassis, reliable axles, and excellent durability remained intact. This made the TGX Evolution line especially popular with fleets operating in mixed conditions. where trucks had to handle highways, hills, and heavy loads without complaint. Where it fell short was brand perception. MAN trucks were respected, but not always admired. They lacked the emotional appeal of Scania or the technological prestige of Mercedes-Benz. Nevertheless, in real-world operations, many fleets found the TGX Evolution line to be one of the most dependable and cost-effective trucks available. Why it ranks number 4. The MAN TGX 18.64 TO Evolution line is a quietly excellent performer, narrowly missing the podium due to less innovation flair. Number 3. Volvo FH16 750. The Volvo Trucks FH16 750 is one of the most powerful and capable production trucks Europe has ever seen. Introduced with a 16-liter engine producing 750 horsepower, it was designed to handle the most demanding long-haul and heavy transport tasks while still offering premium comfort. Despite its enormous power, the FH16 is surprisingly refined. Volvo paired the engine with its renowned I-Shift transmission, ensuring smooth gear changes and optimized fuel usage. Advanced safety systems such as collision warning with emergency braking made the FH16 one of the safest high-power trucks on the road. Inside, the cab sets benchmarks. Excellent noise isolation, ergonomic seating, spacious sleepers, and thoughtful storage solutions make it ideal for long-haul life. Volvo's emphasis on driver well-being is evident everywhere, from visibility to climate control. The only reason it does not rank higher is specialization. The FH16 750 is often more truck than many fleets need. For general long-haul work, smaller FH variants offer better efficiency. Why it ranks number 3. The Volvo FH16 750 is a technological and engineering powerhouse, but its specialization keeps it from being the single best all-rounder. Number 2. Volvo FH500 I-Shift Euro 6. The Volvo Trucks FH500 I-Shift Euro 6 is widely considered one of the most balanced long-haul trucks ever produced in Europe. While the FH16 grabs headlines for raw power, the FH500 is the truck that quietly dominates real-world operations. It represents the point where efficiency, comfort, safety, and drivability come together almost perfectly. At its core is Volvo's 13-liter diesel engine producing 500 horsepower paired with the legendary I-Shift automated transmission. The I-Shift is not just a gearbox, it is a fully integrated driveline management system that reads road gradients, load weight, and driving conditions to select gears with near-perfect precision. This dramatically reduces driver fatigue and consistently delivers excellent fuel economy even with less experienced drivers behind the wheel. The FH500 truly shines in long-distance European transport. Its aerodynamic cab design, optimized Euro 6 engine tuning, and intelligent cruise control systems allow fleets to achieve extremely competitive fuel consumption figures. Over hundreds of thousands of kilometers, this translates into significant cost savings, one of the main reasons large fleets across Europe standardized on this model. Inside the cab, Volvo's driver-first philosophy is obvious. Visibility is outstanding, the seating position is natural, and noise insulation is among the best in the industry. The sleeper cab is spacious, with excellent bed comfort, smart storage solutions, and a layout that feels designed by people who actually lived in trucks. Volvo also led the industry in safety integration, offering systems such as lane keeping support, adaptive cruise control, and collision warning with automatic braking. So, why isn't it number 1? Simply put, the FH500 is exceptional at everything, but revolutionary at nothing single-handedly. It refines, perfects, and optimizes rather than shocking the industry. That makes it the ultimate fleet truck, but just barely short of the crown. Why it ranks number 2? The Volvo FH500 I-Shift is arguably the best all-round long-haul truck Europe has ever seen, narrowly missing the top spot only because another truck redefined the entire industry. Number 1. Mercedes-Benz Actros 1851 with predictive powertrain control. The Mercedes-Benz Trucks Actros 1851 with predictive powertrain control PPC earns the title of absolute best European truck, not because it is the most powerful, but because it fundamentally changed how trucks think. This model represents the moment when European trucking entered the era of true predictive, data-driven driving. powered by a 12.8-liter engine producing around 510 horsepower. The Actros 1851 focuses on efficiency rather than brute force. What elevates it above every rival is predictive powertrain control, a GPS-based system that uses topographic maps to anticipate hills, curves, and road conditions kilometers in advance. The truck automatically adjusts speed, gear selection, and engine braking to minimize fuel use. In real-world operation, PPC can reduce fuel consumption by several percentage points, an enormous advantage at fleet scale. The Actros also pioneered mirror cam, replacing traditional side mirrors with digital cameras. This reduced aerodynamic drag, improved night visibility, eliminated blind spots, and fundamentally changed truck cab design. Initially controversial, mirror cam is now widely accepted as one of the most important safety and efficiency innovations of the modern era. Inside the cab, the Actros feels less like a truck and more like a high-end cockpit. Dual digital displays, advanced driver assistance systems, and a highly refined interior create an environment that reduces fatigue and increases situational awareness. Safety systems such as active brake assist, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control are seamlessly integrated. Critics often mention complexity and cost, but those same critics usually concede that no other truck integrates technology this deeply and effectively. Why it ranks number 1. The Mercedes-Benz Actros 1851 with PPC is not just a truck. It is the blueprint for the future of European long-haul transport. It redefined efficiency, safety, and intelligence at once, earning its place at the very top. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.